Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hey, folks. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. Seeing slow pace of campaign, top Democrats prepping in quiet to replace Biden. Report. Yeah. One senior Democrat told CNN that Biden's reelection is a crapshoot and cannot be done when the guy is 80 years old and has his day job. Let's check out what this guy has to say.
The latest version of it is this thinking among a lot of Democrats, like there's not enough going on, fundraising's not where it needs to be. How are we going to do this? Trump is maybe coming back. So much is on the line here.
Oh no!
And it's even fed this conspiracy thinking in some people that maybe his heart's not really in it. That's what's going on. He's going to drop out. And as a reporter in the piece, it's even led to some top Democrats going to prospective alternative candidates and saying, get ready. I'm telling you, he's not going to run. Now, they don't know. Obviously, they're just guessing. Yeah. But that is what it's like in Democratic circles.
Their worst nightmare would come true. Donald Trump would be president of the United States again. Oh, no. Oh, whether you love Trump, hate Trump, like Biden, love Biden, or somewhere in between like most people, I'll tell you, next year, between the indictments, the campaigns on both sides, Biden getting pushed out, and can you imagine the parade of Democratic losers that will come out of the woodwork if Biden doesn't run? I bet you there'll be 20 of them. My particular pick, they think are going to be the top two, would be Gavin Newsom of California, of course, and that's the easy one. But I think a close second, and you underestimate him, is Hakeem Jeffries, the minority leader in the House of Representatives. Now, those of you, a little trivia question for you. In the last 100 years, only two people have been voted president of the United States that came directly from Congress, either from the U.S. Senate or the House of Representatives. Now, there's been former U.S. senators, there's been former congressmen, all ended up being president, but not while they were sitting in the House or the Senate. There's only been two in the last 100 years plus, to my knowledge, that have either sat in the House of Representatives or the U.S. Senate. Pause the video if you want to figure out who that is. Give you a few seconds here to pause the video. And the answer is John F. Kennedy and Barack Obama. Those are the only two in over 100 years that have come directly from Congress and won the presidency. So it looks like the odds are against Congressmember Jeffries. We'll have to see. According to a new CNN report, a growing number of top Democrats and donors, of course it's in parenthesis, are reaching out to potential replacements for President Biden as the 2024 Democrat presidential nominee. Now, say that all of these Democrats announced they were running for president. I don't even think Biden would even know about it, if you want to know the truth. Several aides of top Democrats allegedly told the outlet that the lack of more robust campaign activity. Robust campaign activity. I guess this has got to get a laugh track. It has to. Like the 2020 Biden campaign was robust campaign activity? My God, my God. For the Biden camp, a signal to them that the current president isn't actually running again, despite his insistence that he is. As a result, they're keeping their options open. Democrats within Biden's circle claim, however, this is another bit of underestimating Biden, who won the 2020 Democratic primary and subsequent general election, despite doubts from many in the party. It was a perfect storm of 10 different things that all came together. And 35,000 vote different in some swing states, and he loses the election. CNN report titled, Slow Pace of Biden's Reelection Campaign. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. Like the other one was fast pace. The slow pace of Biden's reelection campaign feeds Democrats' 2024 anxiety. Good. They're all covered by good health insurance, all these guys. They can get some really, really good anxiety meds. Open with a picture of of the doubt that Biden's apparent campaign efforts have sown among the party. What campaign? You didn't have one before either. Of course, you didn't need one then. It's stated the conversations keep happening. Quiet whispers on the sideline of events. PBS voice. Texts, emails, furtive phone calls as top Democrats and donors reach out to those seen as possible replacement candidate for president. My guess, there'll be between 15 and 18. Not if Biden steps aside, when he steps aside next year when he announces he's not running for re-election. According to Age and other concerned individuals, they feel that despite what he has said, despite the campaign that has been announced, President Joe Biden won't actually be running for re-election. They have no chance. I think, they could take it on the chin if their candidate loses, but to lose to President Trump, oh no, and they will do anything to make sure that President Trump doesn't win re-election. And we've seen that since the day that President Trump was sworn in. So they didn't feel like time is already running out and that lack of the more robust campaign activity. Robust campaign activity. They want to see as a sign that his heart really isn't in it. Oh, my. You know what? I've been kind of a down mood most of the day. Reading this just perked me up, I'll tell you. Uncertainty about Biden's campaign has been an issue among Democrats. Try PBS voice again. For several months, in addition to low polling, some of which puts Biden as the loser in a presidential rematch against former President Donald Trump, the lack of campaign staff and money raised since Biden's campaign announcement has worried Democrats. Yeah. And there he is, the leader of the free world. Party members and donors claim that the slow start, that's a faster start than he had last time. However, CNN provided the perspective of those within Biden's circle who have scoffed at the idea he will bow the race. The outlet stated it's a persistent sense that the inner circle of advisors of the president and several of the very few aides who have been hired for his re-election campaign dismiss as absurd. Of course he is running, they say. Of course. They're taking preparations very seriously. Ooh. To tell you the truth, I think a comic joked around that cocaine they found in the White House wasn't Hunter's. It was really President Biden's because he could certainly use it. I think there's got to be it's like, they give heroin out as a painkiller for people who have cancer and other things. There's got to be a prescription for cocaine. There has to be. The outlet countered the claim that with the point that on paper, key support seems to be lacking so far. It stated some things are already clear. Multiple big donors aren't locking in. Grassroots emails are sometimes bringing just a few $1,000s. My city council race when I was a local representative here in upstate New York, I was in city council for 8 years, was a few $1,000s for the whole campaign. The news site cited several anonymous, love that, aide close to the president, probably the janitor, anonymous senior Democratic advisors that they were concerned about the slow pace. While they peppered their comments with respect and admiration for Biden's achievements, those of you that are young, look up what the term the Peter Principle means. Those of you that are older, remember Peter Principle was a big deal in the 70s and early 80s. It was a very famous book. Those of you that are younger, punch in a Google search, or I use DuckDuckGo, the Peter Principle, and you'll see the Peter Principle. If you look it up, it's got a picture of Joe Biden. They said they fear the campaign is not fully embracing the advantage he has as the Republicans fight out their own primary. Oh, yeah, embrace the advantage that he has. Only advantage he has, he is the incumbent. I will give him that. One senior Democrat claimed it's a crapshoot this election. And when it's a crapshoot, you have to do everything possible. It cannot be done when the guy's 80 years old and has his day job. The piece's author, CNN reporter Eric Isaac Dovre, appeared on a network Thursday to discuss the report. Yeah, the real circle of people around the president, they don't agree with this at all. And you can read the rest of it. But on the other hand, he mentioned those concerned about Biden's campaign, saying they're thinking like there's not enough going on. Fundraising is not where it should be. Maybe Trump is coming back. Oh, no. Oh, no. Fox News Digital reached out to the White House for comment on the CNN story. This article will be updated with any response. And, of course, there isn't any. It's amazing to me. It really is. And so there he is, folks. The leader of the free world. Those of you that are older, remember Uncle Joe in Petticoat Junction? Just sat around lazily in the rocking chair on the porch. Well, I used to call Joe Biden that years ago when I was a Democrat, not anymore. Even when I was a local elected official as a Democrat, I used to say, Joe Biden is very much like Uncle Joe in Petticoat Junction. And the older people in the audience would laugh, and the younger ones would look at me like, what? But that's an insult to Uncle Joe in Petticoat Junction. Biden is not going to run for re-election. Somehow, some way, they're not going to take the 25th Amendment to get him out. He is so incredibly arrogant. Arrogance and stupidity are a very bad mix. His arrogance thinks he can run again. I don't know how his inner circle or the big shots in the Democrat Party or even, we'll say, Hollywood types and big shots that Biden likes, even some think tank people that he likes, to convince President Biden not to run again. It's going to be interesting. The only thing they could do for Biden is to say, we will drop all charges and not prosecute your son or anyone in your family. That's the only carrot they have. We'll have to see. But we'll see if, my PBS voice again, we're going to see if Joe Biden can pick up the slow pace of his campaign and proceed to victory. Until the next time, God bless, goodbye, and good luck.